What if she sends a D-mail and leaks word of the time machine? We'd be flooded by press. Gone will be the days of lurking in the shadows. My location will be exposed to the organization. Of course, sooner or later we're gonna have to announce our findings to the world. But in that case, I'd rather choose a national newspaper or TV network and cover the event rather than some shady magazine. That way, it'll spread faster throughout Japan, nay, the world. Either way, something tells me it's better not to go public through Moeka. From Shining Finger, subject, me too. I'm a lab mem too, Moeka. That said, as her message attests, Moeka is a lab mem. Yesterday, we told her everything about the phone wave, name subject to change, and emails. Moreover, we made her one of us. It was necessary to buy her silence. Realizing that I have no reason to deny Moeka her request, I put my phone to my ear. It's me. Yeah, I have some doubts. What? You could tell by my voice? You know me too well. So, about whether or not I should include Shining Finger in the phone wave, name subject to change, experiments. What? Nonsense! You want me to offer her as a sacrifice? True, I'm prepared to make sacrifices in order to bring chaos to the world, but... No, there's no problem. I shouldn't have hesitated. Pathetic. Maybe I'm not cut out to be a mad scientist. Yeah, you might say her offer was a message. No doubt this too is the choice of Steins Gate. L. Psi. Congru. It's decided. I type a reply to Moeka's email. Receive mail. I'll wait for Moeka to come to the lab before we start experimenting. She replied already. From Shining Finger. Subject, yay. I'm actually in front of the building already. Moeka. What? She's already downstairs. Why did she tell me? I rushed down to meet her. Once we enter the lab, I get all the lab members to stop what they're doing and then tell them about Moeka's situation. I think it's a good idea. Moeka-san is a lab mem too. And with that, we commence the D-mail experiment. Thank you. What? From Shining Finger. I'm sorry. I know it's selfish, but I really need to send a D-mail. Moeka. I don't think you're selfish. In fact, I'm grateful for your offer. So, what sort of mail does Kiryushi plan to send? My request is that its contents be simple and easy to measure so that we can confirm whether or not the past changes. A new mail. From Shining Finger. Not just that. I'm sorry, there's one more thing. I want to keep my message a secret. Moeka. Why does she have to explain every little thing with a mail? No, more importantly... A secret? What do you mean? What's going on? From Shining Finger. I mean, it's private. It would be embarrassing. No, that's not the problem. Kurisu peeks at my phone from beside me. I see. I understand how you feel, but since this is an experiment, data collection should take priority. Oh, we agree for once. Assistant? I'm not agreeing with you exactly. If we don't collect data, then we'll never figure out how the phone wave works. But girls have lots of secrets, you know. You shouldn't ask her to tell secrets, Ocarina. That's perverted. Is that where we're going with this? Calm down, Daru. Ugh. It seems Mayuri and Moeka have formed some sort of mainstream girl alliance. We're not asking you to send something private. Kurisu nods firmly at my words. like she doesn't intend to join the mainstream girl alliance. Even if you want to send something private, you shouldn't for now. We still don't know how this thing handles paradoxes, so we need to be extremely careful. Nothing private? Nothing you want to keep secret, at least. Even if you mean well, the mail's content might have a serious effect on the timeline. You should show your mail to a third party and have them check if the content is problematic or not. Indeed, my assistant said everything I wanted to say. I will only add that the experiment must go on. I wasn't speaking for you, don't misunderstand. Cheeky little. Experiments prioritize data over privacy in the first place. If you're going to be a test subject, you need to be prepared for that. Don't tell me that's the reason Kurisu won't send a email herself. Really? Maybe she wasn't prepared for that. I'm sorry, Chris-chan. You don't have to apologize, I'm not criticizing you, it's just how these things work. I imagine some people might take issue with that statement, but I'll refrain from saying anything. I'd rather not get my head chewed off right now. Moeka's expression doesn't change. Same as always. I don't know what she's thinking. You're a lab mem. You need to trust us. Save private information for another day. If you can't, then I'll be forced to show you what lies dormant inside of the great Homeostasis, the terrible power of insanity. Moeka is already typing on her phone. My threat was ineffectual, it seems. From Shiny Finger. Can I see the emails you've sent so far? I want to use them as reference. Well, I can show you my arrival history. And the send history? Do you have one? The send history disappears after you send the email. I confirmed that after I sent the email yesterday. Moeka was there, but she doesn't remember either. From Shining Finger. Roger, I don't need to see the history, and I'll show you the message before I send it. Is that okay? Looks like she understands. I show the mail to Kurisu too. You don't have to if you don't want to, Moeka-san. Is that supposed to be encouragement? Mayuri sounds concerned for some reason. For some reason, Mayuri seems concerned for Moeka. So, what you gonna send? Ocarina wants us to change the past in an easy-to-measure way, but that's setting the bar way too high. Nonsense. You're all just aiming too low. I have an idea. Moeka murmurs. Oh, this could be good. Give us the details. Moeka then invokes her power once more. Ultra fast typing, the power known as Shining Finger. From Shining Finger. Subject, the plan. 4 days ago I bought a new phone, but now that I've tried it, I'm kind of regretting it. So I'm thinking about sending a D-mail to myself 4 days in the past, warning myself not to do that. If I do, then the phone I'm holding should change, right? Moeka. Let's see, she says she switched phones 4 days ago, but wants to tell herself not to do so. Excellent. Shining Finger, you're a model, lab man. This should make it easy to tell whether the past has changed. Looks like the 3 useless members have no objections to Moeka's superior idea. With all of that out of the way, it's finally time for our experiment to begin. So, Finger. Why do you call Moeka-san Finger? That's the name of her Esper power, Kiryu Moeka. I dubbed the Shining Finger Use this name with pride. Moeka shakes her head expressionlessly. What? You don't like it? But it's such a cool name. What's the problem? Moeka-san is Moeka-san. Her fingers don't shine or anything. Don't feed the trolls, Mayushi. Not trolling, just naming her power. Cut the chatter and get started. Gah, damn it, you're just an assistant. Don't boss us around. Moeka has already written her 36-byte mail. We set the timer to 100 seconds. The D-mail should arrive at Moeka's phone 4 days ago, July 31st. Phone wave, name subject to change, activate! About 15 seconds after activation, the discharge phenomenon occurs. I glance at Moeka. She nods grimly, an unusual show of emotion. And then she presses the button. This is far more intense than what happened when we sent the D-mails yesterday. And yet, I felt it before. I remember. This is what I felt right before the mass disappearance phenomenon. Has the past changed? Of course it has. The past has changed. That bizarre sensation just now was proof. I survey the room. Daru and Kurisu are in front of me. Mayuri is here too. Where's Moeka? Where's Shining Finger? Where'd she go? Ah, again. This feeling of wrongness. It's the same as yesterday. Shining what? Ocarina, Japanese, please. It can't be. I leave the development room and check the lounge, behind the sofa, in the dressing room, the bathroom, and the shower room. I even look out the window at the street below, but Moeka is nowhere to be found. She's gone. The same thing has happened before. Did she really disappear because I let her conduct the experiment? Where did she go? Did I erase her from history? In a daze, I step up to Mayuri, who's sewing. Where's Kiryu Moeka? She was here just now, wasn't she? Who? Kiryu Moeka. Daru and Kurisu give me strange looks as well. Who's that? Never heard of her. No way. So I did erase Moeka's existence. No, it can't be. Did it happen again, Okabe? What do you mean, again? Something like this happened yesterday. You remembered something we didn't. What did you call it? Oh yeah, Reading Steiner. Yes, that's the name I gave this phenomenon, or rather, to my ability to perceive it. When the world line changes, everyone's memories are reconstructed to match. That's what John Titor said. But somehow I alone retain my memories, even after the past changes. I named this power Reading Steiner. Kurisu remembered. I need to contact Moeka. I need to make sure I didn't erase her very existence. but I don't know her phone number. The only way to contact her is by mail. I send her a message saying, reply the second you read this email. Now all I can do is wait for her reply. Please reply. A mail. Is it Moeka? From Shining Finger. Hello? What's wrong? I'm kind of busy now. Sorry, I'll email you later. Moeka. My body goes limp from relief. A reply. She sent a reply. Moeka still exists. She didn't disappear. Relief washes away my fear. Explain what happened, Okabe. Urged by Kurisu, I explained everything that just happened. Honestly, I am not surprised she disappeared from the lab. What do you mean? I don't know the details, but when the past changed, Kiryu-san's actions these past 4 days changed ever so slightly. As a result, the timeline was reconfigured so that Moeka-san didn't come to the lab today. So that's why it looked like she teleported. I'm reminded of the teleporting Gelbana, but I guess it's not the same thing. Moeka didn't become a jelly man after all. And there's one other thing that I don't understand. What? What you call reading Steiner. By the way, you should quit it with that name. It's stupid. I didn't ask for your opinion. I'm finally able to joke with Kurisu again. Well, maybe she wasn't joking, but that's none of her business. By your explanation, you neither sent nor received the D-mail. Yet how come you're the only one who remembers what happened before the world line changed? What if it's all in your head? Maybe this Kiryu-san never existed. Or maybe Kiryu-san does exist, but the fact that she sent a D-mail was something you made. You are wrong, Christina. Our experiments have already proven that my reading Steiner is genuine. Fine, I get it. You're a Chunabu patient. Ooh. Why are you all staring at me? Don't look at me! Kurisu looks away sheepishly, but I proceed as if nothing had happened. Kyoma, I want you to be the Messiah. I don't feel able to answer right now. My emotions are a jumble, just as they were after Taita called me the Messiah. Is this power real? If it is, then what does that make me? An unknown power sleeps within me. The thought sends a chill down my spine. I sit on the bench in front of the Brawn Tube workshop. I try sorting out what happened this afternoon, but it's impossible. The more I think about it, the more confused I get. And then I hear footsteps coming down from the second floor. Going home? Yep. Do you always stay the night here? Pretty much. I wouldn't be a true mad scientist if I couldn't stay overnight in my lab, immersed in research. I think you're putting too much emphasis on appearances. But you know, this place is really convenient. I usually would stay over if Mum and Dad let me. You would? And it's so close to work too. Hey Chris-chan, why don't we all stay over sometime? Sure, if the guys aren't around. That won't happen. Then why don't you come to my hotel, Mayuri-san? Oh, yeah, we did make that promise, huh? Then let's do that next time. You can come whenever you like. See you tomorrow. Kurisu raises her hand in farewell and starts walking in the opposite direction from Akihabara Station. Mayuri doesn't move from that spot. Instead, she starts doing her usual thing, star-dust handshake. She looks up at the night sky, raising her hand as if to grasp the stars. And with perfect timing, a shooting star crosses the sky. Hey, Ocarin.
Oh.
Yeah? A shooting star. Did you make a wish? Remember how back in elementary school, you got a terrible fever and stayed in bed for a month? Why are you bringing this up? That did happen to me, of course. It was about 10 years ago at the turn of the century when the world was in an uproar over Y2K. Near the end of 1999, I had a fever of nearly 40 degrees Celsius that lasted about a month. I didn't recover until the new year. At least, that's what I've been told. I don't remember it myself. According to my parents, I was unconscious the whole time, tossing and turning. The doctor said it was a miracle I didn't die. They never figured out what caused it either. I was so afraid that Ocarin might die. So Granny and I prayed to the sky together. Don't die, Ocarin. Something like that could never kill me. 10 years ago, I was already a mad scientist with an IQ of 170, equaling that of Thomas Edison. Actually, I'm not sure what Edison's IQ was. Really? That's amazing. But Mayushi was still really small, and didn't know that, so I prayed to the sky. And then, on New Year's Eve, right before midnight, a shooting star went pew across the sky, just like now. If you repeat your wish 3 times before a shooting star disappears, your wish will come true. Did you know that? Of course, that's the most common of common knowledges. It was hard, but Mayushi repeated her wish 3 times. The next day, on New Year's, your fever went down, and you woke up. So basically, Mayushi saved your life. No, it was simply the choice of Steins Gate. Yeah, really? Really? Oh. Hey, remember what you said when your fever went down? You said everything went blurry and twisty like, and the ground shook so bad you couldn't stand, remember? You were acting kind of like that just now. Are you okay? You're not coming down with a fever, are you? Jeez, my hostage is worrying about me. I'm fine. Don't worry about a thing. As I brush her worry off, I think back to what happened 10 years ago. When I woke up from that fever, the first thing I saw was Mayuri's crying face. She's right. I vaguely remember describing my collapse that way. And come to think of it, it does seem to match with the sensation I felt a few hours ago when reading Steiner activated. I see. So this power was already mine back then. So that's the choice of Steins Gate. The next day, the lab gets an unusual guest. Pardon the intrusion. Oh, if it isn't Lukashi. Hello, Hashida-san, Akabe-san. Lukaku, you don't have the demon sword Samadari with you. What is the meaning of this? Huh? I even unsealed the treasured heirloom sword, Mr. Teen, when I heard you were coming today. I'm disappointed in you. Actually, I didn't know he was coming. I'm sorry, I'll go back and get it. No, that's okay. It was not Mistletine's fate to encounter Samadare this day. But a Japanese sword and a cursed sword from Norse mythology are so mismatched it's not even funny. Do we even have a sword here? What should I... Lukako. Though you are my disciple, you still lack dedication. I'm sorry. At this rate, it will take some time before you can be useful. By the way, why not join our lab? Me? Lukako responds to my sudden proposal with a blank stare. But I'm clumsy and I'm not good at science or engineering. I'll probably just get in your way. Do you really want me? Don't sweat it, Mayuri's the same. I'd love to have you, Luka-kun. Mayuri and Lukaku are high school classmates. There's no reason for him to refuse. But you know, if Luka-kun's going to be a lab mem, then Mayushi has one condition for Ocarina. Don't tease Luka-kun. And today, Luka-kun is Mayushi's guest. He came for a fitting session, so don't get in our way. But Mayuri-chan, I don't really want to cosplay. Can it really just be a fitting session? Yep, we're just making sure the size matches. Looks like Mayuri forced him to come. As far as she's concerned, pretty boys exist only to make her cosplay fantasies come true. Come on, Luka-kun, transform, transform! Wait a second. Okay, don't be shy. Now take off your clothes. Mayuri-chan, please don't touch me there. I'll change by myself. Please wait outside. But it's a little tricky putting this on. Mayushi will teach you all the steps. Yeah, please don't undress me. It's so Yuri. That's not Yuri. Lukaku's a guy. His imagination knows no bounds. It's from Suzuha. Just now I saw two big guys fighting on TV. I think it was some sort of competition. It really got my blood pumping. Hey, mind if I come over and put you in a straight armbar? It'll be fun. Command Sambo? So you are an organization assassin. A few minutes pass and out comes Mayuri first. She looks satisfied. Come on, Luka-kun, don't be shy. Ta-da! It's Curry from Rynet. Isn't that skirt a little too short? Those bare legs are truly captivating. Wait, oh god. I'm looking at a guy's legs. What the hell am I seeing? What? Luka-kun finally wore one of my outfits. It's so embarrassing. I'm a guy, I shouldn't be dressing like this. You know what they say, cuteness is justice. I don't know what you mean. Excellent work as usual. The clothes and the model bring out the best in each other. As far as 3D goes, Faris-tan is supreme, but Lukashi almost makes me want to become a low angler. What about you, Ocarina? Yeah, well... I'm fascinated, but it's mortifying to admit that. Lukaku is Lukaku, yet Lukaku is a man. Male. A man just shouldn't be fascinated by another man. It's me. My sanity is under attack. No, it's not the